this big, powerful guy.
I've got to go. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Gamers, what is going on? Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm your host, America's #1 online video game personality, Ben, the Parvinator Parvin. What's up, guys? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. How's life? How's it going? Hey, Francisco, welcome. Happy Sunday. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you guys. We are gathered here today to put a little more time into, well, yeah, Pokemon Emerald 386, baby. We've just made it to Mossdeep. We did a little bit of exploration of the city of Mossdeep. We have barely set foot inside the gym. In fact, I just went in to, we just popped in for just a bit to talk to our buddy here, our coach, yeah, we know that we're going to be up against some psychic-type mons. I'm wondering if we have much of a counter for that right now. I'm kind of curious. That I'm tempted to just sort of go in and see what it's like with our current team, and just see what happens. Tater, what's up, man? Welcome. How you doing, buddy? Oh, man. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Oh, man. Feels like it was a whole war in the Middle East ago since I last saw you guys. Crazy. Man, time flies, huh? Welcome. How you doing? I'm so happy. Yeah, happy Sunday. I'm glad you guys are here. We're gonna be getting into this game in just a second. I should always take a little moment to give a shout out to Zombie Anton. He's the creator of this hack. You see him sometimes in the chat here. And hopefully you see him on Twitch. That's his username. You should give him a follow if you haven't done so already. He created several of these hacks that with a similar concept of letting you get all the Pokemon that were available up to that point in that game, and then letting you get them all within that one game itself, without the need of like trading to others or buying multiple, handhelds, transfer cables, so on and so forth. You can get it all in that one game, and he's done it all in some really Game Freak-esque ways. I mean that in the best way. It feels like a vanilla experience for those of us who love vanilla, and it's awesome. And check it out if you guys haven't done so already. There's a lot of, I don't know. I think at this point it's got to be one of the best ways to play these games. Yeah. Oh, I should say, if you're on YouTube, yeah, we got the link to his romhacking.net page. You guys can check it out there. I'll put it in the chat for you here. Boom. There you go. All right, sweet. Welcome. How's your weekend been, guys? I wasn't going to be streaming today, but I decided, man, I've got this move lurking on the horizon, and yeah, we're moving not this week, but next week. And honestly, it's hard for me to want to like do both the amount of work that I do with setting up for the streams and stuff like that, and dedicate brain power in that same day to like a lot of packing logistics. I think what I'm gonna have to do is it's kind of an all or nothing thing, and I'm just gonna stream hard this week. Maybe today. Let's see if we can go every day between now and Thursday, and then I'll take Friday off, and then that'll be the start of me taking down all the games and moving us to a new gaming lifestyle lounge. So yeah, anyway, enough about me. Hope you guys are doing well. How's your day been? How's your weekend been? What kind of games are you playing? How's your love life? We're going to talk about it all today. Let's go ahead and transition over to the game. I'll see you back there in about 30 seconds. Thanks for hanging.
It's better to burn out than to fade away. My, hey, hey.
All right. That was sort of the last big story thing that happened here. Is that we're expecting an attack on this town by Team. Was it Team Magma this time around? I believe no. Team Aqua stole the subs, I think, and then I was actually looking away during that, so I didn't get to see it play this time. But hey, pal Puck, welcome. How you doing? Oh man. This fan over here definitely just stopped working, and I noticed almost right away. It's hot. Let's see if I can get this thing working. Oh, Kev, awesome. That thing just came out this weekend, didn't it? Already done. Okay. There we go. All right. You know what? I'm going to reset here, actually. I was just getting a screenshot earlier, and everything's all saved up, but, I don't want to have all that extra time added onto it. So let me get a quick reset in. Restart. Yeah, what'd you think about Resident Evil 9? I know it just came out, huh? That's the Return to Raccoon City. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of streams in this week because I don't know, I'm gonna find it difficult to stream and do the amount of packing I need to do. So it's an all or nothing thing for me. It just helps me to be able to flip the switch, and I don't have to. Once I get that last stream in, I could start putting consoles and stuff away. The ones that won't get play until we move. I keep my handheld and stuff. Keep that ready to go. Yeah. Nice. Well, good job making through it, Kev. I watched a little bit of a streamer we raided into on Friday play it, and yeah, it looked pretty fun. Hey, Dustin, what's up, man? Welcome. Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, I'm not sure, Pal Puck. We have I was curious about just going in and trying to fight the first couple of trainers in there, and just, before I go and I do too much setup, I thought maybe we kind of, well, what the heck, just give it a shot. I think we might need a couple of like healing items. I'm not quite sure on that, but yeah, I think that's one of the things I'm considering, is going the way of steel. I'll just take a quick note on that. So Because there's a couple that I've had in mind, and I haven't, I haven't, other than just getting that screenshot of me talking to our coach back at the gym, haven't, played or really thought much about the game since we dismissed on Friday. Damn it, I'm gonna have to shut this window. Some kids like playing at the apartment next door, and I don't want to be they're just kids being kids. They're not doing anything crazy, but it is just a matter of feet away from my window. So yeah. All right. So yeah, maybe without much prep, we go in there. We've still got a few fresh waters. Oh, I think we did some shopping when we played last week, so I think I'm good on some of the basics. Yeah, I was considering that. I was considering the let's see, I believe we have a Magnemite, right? Like the first form of it. Whoops, I'll go to the gym. Yeah, that was one of the ones I was thinking of. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and Sableye as well. Sableye is probably the closest to like, making a difference on the team in terms of their... I don't think that their level is too crazy. There's that big of a differential between them and our party right now. So they would be one of the probably easiest to get trained up options. And yeah, we have our Magnemite. Let's see how we do. Yeah. I wonder what's the armored what's it one you're thinking? I know that they're obviously, clearly you're looking for the name, but yeah, I'm curious too. Let's take a look. It says from the same cave. Oh, did it? Oh, that's cool. Let's see. I'm getting this. I'm sure I'm getting it mixed up with my other game. I have a Magnemite in my party right now in Crystal. It's been happening a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. You got a chance to tell them what makes it cool about having it on the GBA. Yeah. That's cool. Buddy, I got it. I got like pretty much the best way for you to play it. It's like, hey, once he's older and he's got his own disposable income, hey, buy a second, buy a third version of the games you love. Many of us have done that to an extent. Yeah, I remember buying a couple things on the Wii that I had in some other format, but it was kind of like, well, we're playing the Wii a lot and it's always hooked up, so, sure, let's get on the Wii. And I don't regret those decisions, because some of those games, it had, like, the Wii had, in some cases, was like the easiest way for me to get to those games sometimes. Okay, let's see. I think I know what you're talking about. Not this one. Although, this is dark, huh? Little tangent here. What are you? Wait, well, your pre-evolution is, was normal, I think. Okay, you're dark. Huh, well... Bite would be good. There's the, oh, he mentioned Houndour as well. Hey, Riku, welcome. Happy Sunday. he mentioned Houndour as well. Zombie Anton did as a, you know, I think we got the yeah, it's Houndour and Houndoom. We've got that first one. Yeah, you know, I think like it would make more sense in that case to get it on the Switch too if it truly was about the only way to play it, or he's having trouble seeing the GBA, which, you know, he's a kid. We survived, you know. It's more difficult for me to play on the Game Boy Advance. I've got an SP and I mean, honestly, it has pretty much always been, it's always felt a little too small for my hands, or my hands are a little too big for it. But yeah, it's not easy to see, but that's not going to be the case with the kid, you know. They'll be fine. I'm good, Riku. Yeah, just wanted to get a bunch of streams in while we can. Because I'm going to be busy next week, so trying to get them in. Wow, yeah, Sableye at level 30. They're probably our best bet, although they only have... Take a look, let's take a look at the one that we have in our party right now. Yeah, Palpuck, can you, I'd be interested in yeah, some examples. That's cool to think about. Nothing's coming to mind right now. But yeah. Yeah, you know, I watched that, like, Pokemon Direct. I don't ever watch those things, and I watched one, I guess the one that came out 2 days ago and introduced, like, the starters for the next game, and so, which it's just like, oh my god. I'm like, you know, I haven't played and my brain is still barely processed that Scarlet and Violet are out, let alone, you know, let alone Legend Z to A, and then this, you know, next iteration, the next generation that's coming out, I guess. But Buzzkill is at level 29 as well. Yeah. I'm interested to see what they do, Palpuck, because I'm sure they'll throw some funny stuff at it. Yeah, some funny stuff at us. So, yeah, I'm excited to get in there and see how it goes, honestly. But Duskull might be pretty good. Pine Sol is probably going to be outclassed. Flying is... Psychic is, like, super effective against flying, isn't it, as well? Oh, cool. That's cool, Palpuck. So it's like the way that a lot of that stuff first officially came to the US. Yeah, that's interesting, Riku. I didn't know that the names had been leaked already. Yeah. I saw a lot of memes about the starters, and one of them showing like, oh, you know, here's what the evolution is gonna look like. And it was like, just using other Pokemon with like slight kind of color palette changes to for like each iteration. It was like it had whatever that owl Pokemon is. I didn't play. I don't know what generation that is from, but there's a cute little owl mon that came along at and it's not the second gen one, the Noctowl. This one's a more like little rounded short thing. And they were saying that the whatever that grass one, it looked a lot like that, you know, and so I was just seeing some funny color swaps and stuff. Sega channel, yeah, right, sure, you had to be there, kind of thing. You know, it's so cool to me. I was watching something a while back about, it mentioned, you know, the BS Zelda and all the, you know, all the SNES modem connected stuff, and It was fascinating. Cool too that a lot of those have been. I think that although some of it is gone, I think that a good chunk of it has been preserved, like the Intellivision. Wait, no, that's not one. Star. I can't remember the super Satella View, right? Yeah, that was it. Sorry. I was like, no, that's definitely. You know what? I think I'll ditch Pine Saw, and then maybe I'll just get rid of him, and then we'll put Sableye in, because they're already like the level of everybody else in my party, I think. Take you out here. Take you where I can find you. Do. Okay. Oh, how cool is that, Palpuck? Yeah, like the original. Yeah, Mario 2 Japanese release. So they did it with the like official English well, actually nothing really needed to be translated in that game, I guess. Do. It's already ready to go. That's cool that that was the first release of it outside of, yeah, you know, us getting that remade version in Super Mario All-Stars. I put a lot of time on All-Stars as a kid because, you know, I didn't have a Super NES or Genesis. I was a big NES kid, but when I'd go over to friends' houses and most of them had a Super Nintendo, that was like my way of like, all right, you know, it's a familiar territory, this time with a new coat of paint and new sound effects. But yeah, I put a lot of time into Lost Levels as a kid just because I'd be playing it at friends' houses a lot. And yeah. You know, I've never done one, Riku. I've played so little of the series really that, you know, it like I haven't, you know, other than maybe like the first gen, I don't think I've played any of them more than like twice or so, you know, so there's still like a newness with there's still a novelty with the vanilla runs, and you know, I put enough time in between them that it's like I have forgotten a lot of the plot points, or at least a lot of the, like, you know, finer details and stuff. And you know, the dense plots, they get that way a little bit later, but yeah. So they seem fun. I'd like to try one, Riku. Yeah, I feel like yeah, I would love something, I think, in this kind of Gen 3 ecosystem, like a Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Emerald one. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'd try it in other ones too. I mean, I love that. I don't at all mind playing the Gen 1 and Gen 2 stuff, and I don't think it looks. I mean, shit, like, it's in terms of the way it looks, it seems to really bug some people. To the point where I've heard people on retrospectives, like, apologizing to the audience and like, oh, hey, you know, we're only going to be on this one for a little bit. I know it's not easy on the eyes, and like, don't you dare apologize for that, man. We should be thanking you for putting on. Alright, battles hinge on the strength of your spirit. The weak-spirited will never win. Yeah, it does, Palpuck. Yeah, I always thought that it felt really weird. The All-Star... that was the one that I played the least of, was the Mario 1 in All-Stars. That version, I don't really like it at all. Mario feels too big and goofy. Is that an unfair description? I don't know. He feels like a big goober. I lack the words to describe it. I mean, funky is... that's a good way to say it. Psychic Preston. See you later. Yeah, Kev, there's some... It's an interesting concept. It's something cool to look up if you ever get a chance, or... But yeah, it's like self-imposed challenges on in a Pokemon game. Some of the most common ones are that if a Pokemon faints, you have to consider it dead and unrevivable. So you go and you like release it, and I don't know, anybody who plays those, are there any other kind of... I know that it all, you know, it's kind of a choose what you want, right? But any other like common things across a lot of them? Oh no, in some, like, you're not supposed to over level. You know, like things like that, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Kev. Yeah, it's just a self-imposed challenge. There's a lot of, you know, it varies. There's a lot of so many of the challenges out there, and you know, the details can be different across them. But yeah, that seems to be a pretty common one. Is if the Pokemon faints, it's gone. You know. So that puts a lot of like... I don't play with that in mind at all. You know, I don't even think about I haven't considered friendship really when it comes to these Pokemon, because I haven't tried for those evolutions in particular. So, you know, it's just like usually it's like, oh well, I'd rather sacrifice this Pokemon than switch in something else, and it takes a hit right off the bat. You know. The roads you have traveled. What you have experienced. Come at me with everything you've learned. Yeah, it is wonky, Riku. Yeah, it is. And it's doesn't say the original one has wonky physics. It is. There is some weird stuff that happens. Absolutely. Yeah, just playing Super Mario Bros. There's some... I will agree to that. For sure. For sure. You just have the one Mon? I'm just gonna flamethrow you. Yeah, Gary's Raticate. Yeah. I know. Gary calls with the bad news, you know. I was doing a Nuzlocke on my, I was doing a Nuzlocke run, and sadly my Pokemon fainted. It's gone forever. Okay, well, let's try someone else. Sriracha has managed to not get touched yet. Let's see who else would like some fun. Shoot. Lucy? Yeah. Yeah. It's inauthentic. Yeah. I think it's funny. It's like, for me, I guess my bottom line on All-Stars is if that's your only way of playing Super Mario 1, 2, and 3, sure. You know. And I guess during that era, that was a more common problem to have. You know, maybe you did, or maybe you were too young to get a regular Nintendo. You know, or it's gone, or you sold it, so, you know, when you got your super or something. Well, yeah, if it's your only thing you can use, then I may be past my prime, but I suggest you not patronize me. I'll go a double fight. Let me show you a perfectly awful, horrifying time. Well, they're yeah, they'd have the fighting type vulnerability. But that's, yeah. They'd be like, yeah, super, it'd be super effective against them. Is that a double? Don't mean to, yeah, you know, pick apart the wording. I'm just like, want to make sure I'm on the same page, but yeah. All right, let's see. Let's, well, you get a fake out right off the bat, so I can always get one of those. And, you go ahead and bite. Fake out's a pretty cool move. You get a free move right off the top. They're not that strong, but there's a good chance that your enemy will flinch. So yeah, I will agree with that. I totally agree, Palpuck. I think that Mario 2 and 3 are fine ways to play it. Like if you're doing it on All Stars. I played a lot of 3 as a kid, and when I would go to All Stars 3, you know, I didn't notice like too much, like at least in terms of it affecting my game, you know, the physics. It felt familiar enough. And, oops. And you know, this isn't coming, of course, from like someone who sits there, or someone who's sitting there speedrunning them all day, and, you know, like would notice even the smallest change. But to the casual kid in me who did, you know, played a good amount of Mario 3, it felt like a fine. All Stars 3 felt fine. Yeah. And 2 as well. Honestly, like I was just as good on 2 All Stars as I am on Famicom or NES. And it feels right to me. Physics do. Close enough. Oh, that's right, Kev. I get you now. Yeah, sorry. Right. Sorry. Yeah. The specific one. Yeah, you're right. Your rivals. For a second, I got it mixed up with in Gen 2. There's a kid that calls you not about a Raticate, but about a Rattata. Oh yeah, what's going on here? The controller's not controlling. I think out of all 3, I think I like the look of it the most. Out of all 3 of the remake styles. Mario 1 just looks goofy. I don't like what they did with that one really at all. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah. It's interesting too, because for, you know, there is a good chunk of people who, you know, they spend more, you know, I guess more of their youth, we'll say, with the All-Stars versions of the games. You know, that was always interesting to me, talking to some gamers who might be like a little bit younger than me, or I mean really a lot of the gamers that were my age, for many of them, their first full home console was a Super NES. Some of them an Nintendo, you know, an NES like ours, but there definitely were some who like you know, SNES was their entryway. Or at least a home console. Yeah, they are, Dustin, yeah. I always thought the castles in general, it was a bit of a like, wait, this is what it would look like? I don't know, man. You know, like, I always felt that way about... We got a Wobbuffet here. This is an interesting choice. Well, go for the fake out. Should just put that in the first slot. Oh. I forgot that you can't click it and you can't move. You can't move the move around right now. You can't reorder them. Destiny Bond. Okay. Don't take the foe with you. So if I switch Lucy out, will that destroy the Destiny Bond? I don't know how Destiny Bond works. You know, some people will talk about the like ability to save in those games, or like that being like the kind of, for some people, the reason why they would play All Stars over, excuse me, over you know, like the NES versions. And I don't know. Just play the game for a couple hours. The games aren't really that long, you know. Like I get it, and you know, when the feature is there. As a kid, there were times when it's okay, yeah, it's time. You know, my friend and I get called in for dinner. You know, like it's, you got to stop playing, and they don't want you to leave it on. You got to turn it off. So you know, like I mean, we all live busy lives as well, but I mean, really, I don't think you're, you know, things. This would change over time, but yeah, having it like a 2.5 hour runtime for like Mario 3, that's, you know, that's not the craziest thing. You can also warp, you can very quickly on, you can warp to whatever world you want to be in. Sorry, stop paying attention. Let me put somebody in. Yeah, it is. It's so short. And look, you're probably gonna die in Mario 1 before that time. That's gonna give you a few games, you know. Oh, okay. So we actually can't move out. All right. Well. That's the one I wanted. Sorry, Lucy. It is Kev. Yeah, that's it's the one that just comes up and salutes. You know, what about that? You know. I haven't watched any of the, like, you know, anything outside of Season 1 and a little bit of Pokemon Advanced. I started watching that because, you know, we're playing this game. So I was like, all right, you know, I better go out and get healed up. But, yeah. Wobbuffet seems like he's already well established by the Pokemon Advanced portion of the anime, so... He was already there and just doing his thing a few times an episode, just popping up in front of the team and saying Wobbuffet. It's kind of its thing, I suppose. You know, I've never played more than like a couple of minutes of Doki Doki Panic. I have it, you know, on the FDS stick. we can get that rolling on the Famicom discs. Oh, what are you doing? I don't want to go here. We could get that rolling sometime. Same with Mario 2, or, you know, Lost Levels. What are you doing up in this section? All right. Had some fun this weekend. We, you know, we're going to be moving out of town, and we're really going to miss some friends of ours, so we've been trying to get some hangouts in, and we went to this nice Italian restaurant with some friends of ours last night, and, you know, take the friends out for a little Italian. It's on us, guys. It's on us. Sorry we're leaving. But yeah, I went there, and I've been to this restaurant a few times before, and it's all plant-based there. It's really nice and really well done, and I get this particular lasagna that they have there that's really good, and like I think I've only ordered that, but my wife has ordered other things. You know, I've tried a few appetizers. The wife has ordered several things as well, and usually we're you know, we're sharing with each other, so tried the other stuff. But I went in and I was telling my friends, you know, this is going to be the last time I eat here for at least a while. And yeah, when we come back into town, maybe I would love to, you know, I'd love to come here again sometime. But if I have only ever ordered this one item, it would be weird at this point, on my last time here, for the foreseeable future, to go and order something else. So, although it's lame to have stuck to only like a single, it's not. But yeah, if you, once you find something you like, you know, cool. Whatever makes you happy. With that being said, I would have liked to have been a little more adventurous. But damn, that lasagna's too good. And I was joking that it would have been even weirder had I ordered something else at that point, you know? So let's get one more run in, lasagna. Let's go. I finished it all, too. I usually come home with leftovers, but you're not getting through to the end. Not if I can help it. All 4 characters must beat World 7 too. Strobing water. Yeah, you get the strobing waterfalls. It's funny. So like, Puck, like, you're saying in order to, like, you have to play the whole game as each character, or, what do you get once? That's when you get the credits and you get the ending stuff, or you get to go fight. Yeah, I'm curious how that works. I don't. That first point you made, I'm not aware of that. I've seen those strobing waterfalls. Yeah, they're definitely intense. We should play it sometime. We'll give it a shot. Natu with Nightshade. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, right. You just see the credits if you beat 7-2 with anybody, and or, you know, whatever that last, is that the last world? I've only beaten Mario 2, I believe, twice. I don't play it a ton, and I don't, well, I have, you know, as a kid, we got a ton of runs in, but there was just a certain point when they would all die, or, you know, I would be really scrapping for anything after that, you know. I think we fought you guys. Yeah. Everybody in here has been fought. Yeah, I'd like to try it sometime. Oh, I think I've seen what you're talking about, Pal Puck. Yeah. Wow. I'd forgotten about that. With things like that, I'm just curious how that comes down. You know, when someone tells you know, when Nintendo of America basically gets back to Nintendo of Japan and it's like, okay, these things aren't gonna work, you know, this and this need to be changed, da da da. I'm just really curious how those conversations go, and you know, it is Pal Buck, but I'm not that familiar with the game. I figured 7-2 was the last one. It sounds a bit weird, you know. I've only beaten the game, again, it's a couple times. It's been a very long time, but yeah, a 7-2 sounds like a strange number to finish on. So I was more just double checking than anything. You're right. Yeah. I'm not trying to question your writing abilities or ability to explain something, but just trying to make sure I'm following. All right, let's finish it. So far, this is going well. We put in a Pokemon who was, you know, had some super effective weaknesses. But don't fake them out again. And they were doing one-hit kills. All right. I don't think Buzzkill has much to give at this point, but I kind of just want to get him in. Cute little sprite there. That's cool that you get a playthrough in every now and then, Dustin. Yeah, I'd like to... We should give it a shot sometime. I've been wanting to play the disc system. Lately it's just... We've just used it for Castlevania, sadly. Pursuit's the one that will hit for double if they switch out, right? Switch out that turn. Yeah, it doesn't hit for much as it is. Okay. And a dark attack would do well here. Yeah, right, Dustin? That version looks cool. For those who don't know, Dustin had posted this thing on Discord with a great... someone's doing this build of Castlevania for the Master System, and it looks great. I don't really have much to give here. Keep going, Buzzkill. Darn it. I'm just glad we got to Wart when we did. You know, things didn't get even worse. That book was... The book was already being destroyed. Hey, what's up, Rotes? Welcome, happy Sunday. Things just now got worse. I have risen. This is a guy, he's going through a psychological breakdown right now. He's been playing way too much Resident Evil. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. All right, let's get somebody else in there. Kev in the chat was saying he beat it this weekend. He had to binge it, which is probably like a... Sometimes, especially if you want to avoid spoilers or anything like... He didn't mention anything about that, but yeah. You know, just as an aside, sometimes not always the worst strategy. If you want to avoid spoilers and still be online. Oh, cool. Yeah, well, good luck, Rotes. Well, RE9. My Pokemon battling skills are out of sync, too. I gotta drink some coffee. Passed your CPR? Oh, you got your cert? You can inflate Tater. I don't think you needed any kind of certificate for that. The Pokeball was too heavy to lift psychically, but this Dust Bunny... Whoa! No, I'm not cheating. I didn't blow on it, honestly. Come here from somewhere else. Beep, beep, beep. Doo, Scooby Doo, boo. Doesn't change you, huh? You stay where you are. Bum, 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 bum. Doo, doo, doo. Oh, that moves that one, huh? Interesting. And then one of those we can maneuver between that stuff, I guess. Doo, doo, doo. I'm doing some maneuvering. Oh, we gotta move a yellow section, I guess. New place. Oh, nice, man. that sounds like a really relaxing Sunday, Rotes. Watching an old movie you like a lot and have seen a million times. Had a 3-hour nap. Rotes is ready to go.
Poggers!
I need the woo right now. Where are all the sound effects when I need them? Woo! All right, Rod Stewart will do. Woo! Okay, shh.
Yeah!
Okay. Yeah, it does. Right. Again, the return to baby thing, you know? Well, I can't do it every single time, Dustin, you know. That's the thing, I gotta put some, I mean, I guess I could, but, 1 second. Rotes' signature sound. Ah! It does sound like the Wilhelm scream. it's Dancer at level 40? My god. Oh, the Wilhelm scream? Look it up, Rotes. You'll recognize it as soon as you hear it. If you really don't know what that is. It was a scream recorded for like someone doing ADR on an old movie. You know, like just like recording the audio for it after the fact, recording the dialogue and stuff, and this guy doing a scream, and it ended up getting, you know, essentially like used in a whole bunch of movies to the point where it quickly became, yeah, and it's in like a ton of the Star Wars movies as well, Rotes, but yeah. There's another similar one too that's used a million times. That when you hear it, you've heard it. It's like that one, which actually And now side by side, I'd have to hear them, but yeah, there's a couple funny ones. But yeah, I'm like, as I did that last one, that sounded a little Wilhelm. But yeah, I recently watched a couple of little short documentaries on YouTube just about the history of them. Yeah. There's another one. There's another great scream that's really like, you hear it. It was similarly, referenced in so many movies. It became its own joke, like the Wilhelm scream. I forget its name. Yep. It's used in a bunch of movies. The road scream. Hey, I don't let defeat rattle me, however badly. Old man's crying. Yeah, Dustin. Yeah, and and all the samples that they had from these sessions would be very descriptive, so that like when you're looking down through a list of sounds, you could find it and have a ballpark understanding of what you're about to hear. So yeah, it's a really funny. Yeah, it even says like man getting, there's some description about it like that, like I think involving the alligator, but yeah, I can't remember. So yeah, it kind of just became this like stock sound. And a lot of directors would do it as their own inside joke. Kind of like the kids forcing 6-7 into everything, Or me, right now. Ah! Good luck, Rotes. Glad to hear you're feeling good after that nap and ready to roll. And yeah, good luck with Resident Evil. Yeah, take care. Good luck with your stream.
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh no, Dust. How did that happen on that last stream? When you lose to me, don't be too hard on yourself. It's not that you're weak. I'm just too strong. Sorry, I'm just getting emails. I'm like, what the hell is that? Even at the risk of life, I will win this battle. I like the sprites for the Psychic and Hex Maniacs. Psychic on the right, Hex Maniac on the left, in case it wasn't obvious. I like the little crystal ball for the Hex Maniac. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was originally meant as a stock sound, and then it just became an inside joke. I think once you know them too, and there's an understanding that same yell is that it's been used in so many occasions. You can't unhear it. So I will say that is a phenomenon about there's a little bit of the magical just in that it's gonna take you out of anything you watch. Yeah, right. Yeah, Dustin. Well, I know a lot of gamers learned that one. They'd already heard it elsewhere, but every time you fire up Diddy Kong Racing, you get that one. The kids playing. I think I had that one somewhere, but it's buried. You're just too strong. I know for me that was like kind of where from that point forward I would recognize it in everything, What you do, it horrifies me. We've even got the Hex Maniac worried. Jeez. Yeah, but Dustin, there's so many movies where, like, you know, oh, the kid came over to say something to the mom, you know, and then, oh, blah, blah, you know. They're having some serious conversation or, you know, about some serious topic. With, of course, she's having to engage with the kid on his level and, you know. And then the kids come over and they're like, can so-and-so play? Yeah, go ahead. And then as they all run off, you hear the little giggle. I can't do it, but like there's a little like it starts with like there's just a funny musicality to the whole thing. But yeah, you start to hear that, and then hear how they'll. What's interesting is when you hear these sounds and other sounds that are stock and just used so many places. You can also begin to hear where some folks will do something to kind of manipulate the sound a bit, or, you know, just change the pitch, add some reverb to it, whatever, to kind of mix it up. Oh, let's get to where we can, exit. I gotta move those red ones still, huh? Okay. Go there now. Just move these. One more ought to do that. Oh, okay, like from here. Yeah, I can step on the blue. We're good now. Orange will stay the same. Okay, it's no Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages or Oracle of Seasons, but glad we get some. These are our gym leaders, I think, and I don't want to fight them yet because we've got 2 Pokemon. Well, one fainted, one nearly there. Yeah, you do, Palpuck, yeah. I mean, right, and that was such a, you know, that first, like in the rain, the first that you get, that was, of course, such an iconic scene in the first place, and already had so many eyes and ears on it in the first, you know, like just by way of that movie being huge. So it's funny that, yeah, I'm with you. I know I've heard that a couple times. It clocked that it was from Jurassic Park. Hey, Ash, welcome. Ash Ketchum. What's going on? Dude. He's here, folks. He wanted to be the very best.
Give me a hell yeah!
Ash is no trainer red. No, we're not talking about the you as a chatter here, just the character. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's funny because I haven't watched much of the anime, but it seems like it takes so long for him to get to like a Pokemon League championship or something, and I think like he also loses at some point, or like within those first couple seasons, you know. Okay, let's heal up. A baby elephant, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, that's true, Ash, you know. I guess at this point, you know. Shoot, I guess we all have, if we've played Generation 2, or I guess they bring him back. They bring Red back in some other games too, don't they? Doesn't he come back in like one of the 3DS ones? That's like a, you know, he's He's got some years on him. Okay. I'm gonna go save up. You know, I watch. I didn't get very far in talking about this earlier, but I watched the Poke. It's Gen 7. Okay, yeah. I've seen something about that. Yeah, about how you fight Red, or people were really stoked on that. I guess. Shows up in Alola. Is that right? Is that what Gen 7 was? Interesting, blue or red. Okay. Wasn't it so cool with Gen 2 getting to go back and beat blue and red? I don't think I beat red as a kid. I think when we beat Crystal 251 a couple years back, that was my first time. Whoops. Leave the green open. I forgot I was gonna have to do some of this again. Up to this one. Okay. Yeah, so if I make it to where I'm gonna have to move these again, huh? Alright. Whoops. Alright, so from here we can... Oh, right. You can walk this way. Get this moved to where it's open on the right side. This is going to get us there, I believe. Oh, whoops. I meant to walk down that one. Thank you. Move one more. Move one more. Finally. Wait, shit, what did I do? I think I could, from here, you can just use this one. Yeah. I know, right? Oops. And I'm just doing it for fun now. We're getting some extra hits in. These guys have all been defeated, too. This has got to be extra humiliating. I mean, Gramps over here is crying. I don't let defeat rattle me, however badly. Or at the very least, he's shaking. He's nervous. Oh no. Because of the moving platforms? No, I knew that one wasn't gonna work. I don't know why I tried it. Sent us to the front. Okay, well, fun. We went this way, right? We didn't. We had a couple trainers lurking around. We missed these. That's right. Yeah, it's... yeah. I still am, and, you know, you don't even have to answer this for me, but I don't know if Palpuck was making a reference to, you know, the moving platforms and someone having spilled their coffee, you know, having to spend all day on those moving just another way in which that would be a miserable job, or if they actually spilled the coffee. So I tried to split the baby a little bit and cover both. Respond to both interpretations. Right. Right, that's how I saw it at first, yeah. That's funny. It's the one thing that makes the job a little bit easier, right? Having a warm thermos of some coffee. It's the one thing that was helping you get through the day. Oh, we didn't. Whoops. Sorry, Lucy. Oh, Buzzkill just has ghost stuff, I believe. Well, there's Pursuit, but it's not going to do very much damage. Or see this, Zatu. Doo-doo. Wish upon a star. Okay, I'll take attempt number 3. I'm the only one derailing the combo, I should say, just to be clear about that. But yeah, attempt number 3 to talk about the Pokemon Direct. You know, it was interesting because they at the very end of it, they did do a like reveal trailer, I guess, for the next generation of Pokemon. So much of it really was... There was a lot of nostalgia bait for us old Gen 1ers, those of us who either experienced Pokemania firsthand or, you know, went on to play those games and really enjoy them. But yeah, it starts... They were, you know, there was so much music from the first generation. Several points throughout it, they did some little montage kind of showing a through the years, you know... compilation through the generations. But yeah, it was like, you know, you get Fire Red, Leaf Green. Someone had mentioned I thought they'd release just green, you know, or maybe like I think I saw that in the chat. But yeah, no, like re-release of just like, you know, original versions of Gen 1 stuff. You will wage a terrifically intense battle with our gym leaders. The result, you won't hear it from me. Alright, well, that's my future. The Pokeball was too heavy to lift psychically. But this Dust Bunny... Whoa! No, I'm not cheating. I didn't blow on it, honestly. Oh, that Dust Bunny. that mode of dust suspended. Ah. Controlling it in the air. Darn it. Well, I got us killed. I got a Pokemon killed again, so maybe I should just exit. I think we don't have anybody else left to fight except the gym leader. Let's go this way, I think. Gets us out. But yeah, you know, there was a lot of, you know, very reverb drenched music from Gen 1, and it looks like my chat got off. Okay, yeah, it's back now, sorry. They also went into, I don't remember the name of it, but isn't there a Pokemon Gacha game? I think I barely knew about this, but they... Speaking of, hey, Cab Nemo. Well, now that you're here... How you doing, Cab Nemo? There was some game, I don't remember what it was called, but what kind of perked me up during it, because I was doing some chores while I was watching this Pokemon Direct, is, you know, they showed something of Trainer Red, and I was like, oh wait, what's happening now? And then, yeah, it was like, I guess he's being added to some game, but I don't know. I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together. I've heard that there was some gacha Pokemon game, some little mobile game. Thinking that it was that. But what do you know, good Cab Nemo? Welcome, buddy. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Welcome. I think the last time I saw you, Cab Nemo, we were engaged in one fewer Middle Eastern war. Crazy. Oh man, yeah. Dang. Well, sorry. You know what? Hey, sometimes you gotta have those weekends. It's tough. It's nice to have everything done so you can relax on Sunday, but sounds like you did a little bit of living this weekend. You know, so you can't. Hopefully, you can come to more of a like, all right, well, here it is. You know, an acceptance. Yeah. More McFucked. I know, man. That's another one too. Just like it's such a long build up to everything, and maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't decided. You know, just. Looking for the appropriate sound effects.
Perfect.
Still looking.
You were playing one of your weird little games.
I can't find anything I'm looking for. That's okay. Oh, here we go. This one's been getting some use lately. Right? Where is it?
America's wonderful.
No, play the whole thing.
America's wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. It really makes it.
Yeah, I love it with the juxtaposition of that and then this Pokemon Center music. I do, Dustin. Yeah, that's the only one I have from the Jurassic Park. Well, actually, the only like Jurassic Park themed thing I have is yeah, the T-Rex saying Sega.
Give me a
I just want to
hell
check
yeah.
one thing out with you. You don't mind, do you?
Thanks, Captain Nemo. Hell yeah.
I just want to check one thing out with you. You don't mind, do you?
I didn't grab anything, sadly. You know, we did play. We played Jurassic Park on Friday. I should just little programming note here. Thanks, Captain Nemo. Let me get a little sip. I got some soda water. We played Jurassic Park for Genesis. This was a gift from Rotes. A Christmas gift. Getting green screened out. But yeah, it's funny. It's really janky, but it seems pretty fun. Playing as a raptor, especially. It's funny because there's I hung out with a good buddy of mine last night, and I mentioned to him that I'd been playing Jurassic Park, and his first thing was like, "What'd you think?" And he's like, "It's hard, isn't it?" I was like, "Yeah." Dude. I was like, "It's janky, but it's fun." He's like, "Yeah, that's a great description for it." And I was telling him I was having a lot more fun with the raptor portion of it. Raptor portion of the game than playing as Grant, which, you know, that's, you know, I feel like that's not a, I mean, that seems like understandable, right? That I think even if the Grant portion of the game were better, I would hope that playing the Raptor would always be more fun. I don't know, it's just, or at least that it would be as fun as it is. But I don't know. I want to play some more of it. We made it to like the 3rd level of the Raptor one. I think just the 2nd level as Clark. Yeah, they did, Captain Nemo. Yeah, right. Well, something that they couldn't just beat on a rental, you know. Raptor Gaiden. I'm doing a bunch of streams this week, guys. I had to say it a few times today. Who's Clark? Yeah. Grant. Yeah. Grant, thank you. Yes, Clark of Lewis and Clark fame. Be my bing bong doo da dee bid dee ba ba da doo sa ba da dee ba bow. All right, here we go again. Puzzles everywhere. Okay, let me get up to this one. Or wait, yeah, go here. One more. We're good there. If I do this. One, like, yeah, gotta move, keep moving here. Wait, what have I done? Oh, that's right. I just need to get past the first one, and then I can hit this one here. Silly me. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. Looks like I was supposed to move this one at some point. Whoopsie. It's gonna slow things down a little bit. I think I can get to those through here. Yeah, there was a point during that Pokemon Direct when they mentioned there's a couple ways to get to her. It's funny, I found I think a couple ways to get over to the boss. Alright, green should be set. I'm gonna have to get a little break in, I think, before we take on this gym leader, sadly. Where was it I was coming to? Is this yellow spot? Yeah. Move you guys around. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. So it's funny, at this point I can walk through here, but now you have these two open. How did I get to the, Red is where it needs to be. Okay. I should get a break in. I'm dancing. Doing my dance. I'm gonna do my dance before I pee my pants and do the PARV away. Alright, here we are, right in front of these two. This will be our first attempt at it, but I gotta get a little bathroom break in before we do that. During that Pokemon Direct, they talked about some DLC for it, and you know, I don't play that many games, like modern games. I'm coming to realize this. I'm in a bit of a denial to the extent to which I still am like an active playing new things that come out. You know? So with that being said, this is on me, but I don't know, something about just seeing DLC and official Nintendo presentations and stuff, I still have a distaste for it all, and it's, you know, I know. It ain't just a river in Egypt, Captain Nemo. That phrase that's one of those, like, turns of phrase that gets used in some times that it's really too silly to be used in. You know, like, I know he's cheating on me. I've fucking known it for years and years and years. I always knew it. He told me not to worry about this person, but I think deep down inside, you know, well, denial ain't just a river in Egypt. And then that's like no one bats an eyelash. It's like, yeah, no. I feel like that's like, I don't know. It just I've heard it used a couple of times when like we're talking about someone's serious I don't know, character flaw perhaps, or something they're really overlooking. More, I guess, would be more apt. And then suddenly we're talking about. Suddenly we're making puns. Wordplay. All right. Welcome, guys. How you doing? I'd like to wish you a happy Sunday. Thanks for spending it here with us. I have to pause the game so I don't hear two music. As beautiful as the music is, I don't want to hear two songs on top of each other. We're gonna do what we can against these psychic gym leaders with an S. Psych out. Basketball? Is that a basketball reference? Not necessarily. Let's get a break. Why don't you guys take one too? When we get back, we'll pick up where we left off. We'll see if we can beat these gym leaders. Once again, just want to tell you guys, there will be a lot of streams this week because I'm going to be moving next week. And I don't know, I would really, I can't, I feel like I can't do both. Like all the prep for the stream and then spend the rest of that time packing stuff up. I just need to be able to flip the switch. So I think we're going to stream probably today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday if we can. And it's a lot of streams in a row, but that's because I had to take about, I'm hoping a little less than 2 weeks, but I got to take some time off for sure. Probably at least a week and a half. Best case scenario. So let's get those streams in while we can. All right, guys, I'll get a break. You should get one too. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. BRB. Thanks for hanging. Happy Sunday. Adios.
Are you ready for this, media?
You suck.
What's up, guys? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. We're back. All right. I saved right before... Unpause, please. Right before these gym leaders. Plural. We got 2 of them here. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, God, don't do that. Oh! I did just save. So. Right? Yeah. That's why I'll just start wandering sometimes. All right, let's reset that. How quickly, huh? All right. This is why you save. What is it? Save often and I don't know. Save always and often. Struggle bus. Alright, so here they are. I don't know if I want to start with Lucy. It's nice to be able to get a free hit in with Feint Attack. I guess, whatever. Let's just give it a shot. We can start with Lucy, and then we got a couple Pokemon that even if they've got a type disadvantage, they're pretty high level and pretty fast. Sriracha was able to get some hits in earlier. I bet, though, against the gym leaders, we're probably looking at some higher level stuff, so. Alright. Let's do it. Sadly, I can't walk up on the side and see their side sprites, so. Were you surprised? Were you surprised? That's right. Liza and Tate. That there are two gym leaders? Said simultaneously. We're twins! We don't need to talk because we can determine what the other is thinking. All in our minds. This combination of ours, can you beat it?
Susie cream cheese. Honey, what's got into ya?
Let's go. Leader Tate and Liza would like to battle. I like their uniforms here. Pretty sweet. Claydol and a Zatu. Claydol looks badass. Claydol, Claydol, Claydol. Alright. So we can, I suppose we can just fake him out. Level 41 is no joke. This is gonna be, yeah, okay. Double battle, too. How cool is that? Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Let's see. See what we can do here. It's as good as it gets. Don't do that, man. Why? I'm only talking to myself for the footage, but this is going to be footage of me getting beaten by this boss, so I really shouldn't be too concerned with that. It's not going to be the winner, I don't think, but let's see what we can do. Alright, well, the only thing I can say about these is that they're fast in this situation, so let's see what's up. Wow, you gotta go back out, huh? Alright. Watch that one come out and then go pick another. Will we get a hit in? Let's see. I don't know, I don't know if we'll survive. I should maybe go... I wish I could do more bulk up with this guy, but I don't know. We'll try it. Maybe they'll do some dinky move. Or they'll hit me with the yeah, or they'll outspeed me and hit me with Psychic, and it doesn't matter in the first place. Most likely. Alright. Whacked out will not get a first move in. Surprised I didn't do more. Come on. I don't think Wing Attack would hit Claydol. I don't know its typing. I'm guessing, is it maybe Psychic and Ground? Rock. Clay typing. Surf, of course, did pretty well. Whacked Out is gonna take damage on this turn. Probably enough damage to get killed. They have a move to heal themselves, but, you know, at least this will get them healed up first. Because I don't think they're going to be going first against this. Excuse me. Last chance to drink some coffee. Got to get it in. All right. Come on, whacked out. Let's go. The artist formerly known as Lazy Boy. You know what? I am glad that they have higher levels than our highest level Pokemon, honestly. I've been worried that we were over leveled for a bit. And I know that against the gym leaders, you know, there's, if you're, you know, if you've got something to counter their typings and their strats or whatever, then you're supposed to be able to beat them without necessarily being much over their level, but Dancer's doing well. Buzzkill is not going to get a move in. Damn you. Claydaw's still in business. I wanted to just see what we could do with our current party first, Palpuck. Yeah, that was the original goal, was to just take these guys and see, just get them into the gym, see if we could even get to the leaders. So once we did, I just thought, we'll stick with our current setup. So yeah, I'll go, that'll be the next thing to look into, is folks who can beat some of these typings. And yeah, I'd be down to put a steel Pokemon in. Dancer, you're by yourself. They're gonna focus the psychics on me. I could have done some kind of revive there, but I figured this would just be a quick one. Alright, there it is. YOLO attempt complete. No, but I think he can learn some stuff like, I think that he can learn some stuff that would help. Eventually, that's why I brought it in, but... Sableye needs some levels. If they're coming in at 41, the good news is they're not that far behind the rest of the team. But I think Sableye, let's say if we do another team shuffle here, I think, see y'all later. We'll come back. I think that Sableye could use some levels. Yeah. Dude, yeah, Bug is super effective against Psychic. Let's see where, let's see what we can do here. I love the Dancer. It's funny that they always focused on the other Pokemon. You know, Dancer was able to get away unscathed. All those Psychics just kept a big type. Yeah, no worries. I knew what you meant. I knew what you tried to type, you know. Let's see what we can do. Dancer, well, there's enough spots on the team for Dancer to be in no matter what. Them having that earthquake So yeah, doing Earthquake right off the bat, of course, was big. I also don't have our second starter. We just have Blaziken in. You know, I've been traveling with usually 2 of those guys lately. Go to move. So Swampert could come back in, which would actually help with Earthquake. Swampert was our official starter. We found the others. Okay, well, I think I'm convinced. Whoa, don't take that. What am I doing? Don't do the items. Whoopsie. Silly me. I think Mr. Mud should probably be in the party for this. That oversight just now occurs to me. I think Pupitar can be boxed for now. Look at that. I don't think I think on Friday we looked around for Caesar, didn't we? I think we didn't have it. We have Electrode and Voltorb. We use Zappa has what? Flash? Yeah. They're not steel, they're just electric. Right? Pretty sure that was checked. Yeah. Elector. Okay, oh, I was considering Mighty Ina as well. I don't know. It is a dark Pokemon. Bite could be sweet. Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we just recently got Steel Coat. And we didn't have, I think, let's see. Didn't have a Scyther. Is that that's the case, right? Yeah, Magnemite, or, yeah, Magnet's here. This little guy. What are you? You're Steel, right? Steel and Rock. Mr. Mud, I think, is going to help a lot. I'm actually pretty excited about that. We have these 2 as well. Let me go ahead and move some of these options out. Let me get a workshop box. Do-you-do-do. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Alright, do-do-do-do. This was one of the ones that was mentioned. It's way low, but whatever. Just... Yeah, yeah, it might be the yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're thinking about a different one. I know you had mentioned Magneton. It's just funny because I'm in between the 2 games, and yeah, right, and I think it's levels, and then Thunderstone can do another evolution or something. Like you, there's the first one you get there by leveling up, I believe. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to, it's hard to keep it all straight. We got a Lapras. Yay! That's cool. I enjoyed that. Our little side quest for a Lapras. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, see, I was thinking about that, and I don't know that we have a strong... We've got Terracross, the Heracross. Do, do, do. Booty, booty, boo. Do, 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 do. Dun, dun, dun. Just taking another gander. Who's hot? Who's not? Which Pokemon's on the team and which one's on the bench? You're just so very low level. Yeah. Oh, is Heracross part fighting? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah. Psychic. It's gonna be, with the move Psychic is gonna wipe it out then. You know what? I feel a little bit better about the team. I'm gonna ditch someone else, maybe one more person, but Dancer can survive the best attacks that first wave of Pokemon can give it. So I think it's still on the team. It's also the highest level right now, so that I think was helping it with not getting one hit KO'd. Blaziken wasn't fast enough to get a hit in. I think Buzzkill is not useful. Sorry, Buzzkill. I think that you're supposed to be a pretty good, like, I think that you get some moves that are pretty sweet. I've seen you mentioned in this game as being better than some of the other ones that do. Are you Just Ghost? Yeah, that's right. Just wanted to confirm. Not hit by ground attacks. That's right. It did miss there. Okay. Well, still, it wasn't doing much. We weren't gonna get much damage in. We got bullshit. The Taurus.
Getting praise from Yokoi was just like being praised by my
Magnemite
parents.
isn't that far down, level-wise. Alright. Almost ready to go. Thank you guys for hanging. I know it's been... I'm getting lost in the sauce here. But yeah, it's... This part's fun, too. Reppin'. I like, I think maybe magnets can help us a bit in this section. Ground, well, but it's flying, so the earthquake wouldn't work on it. It's just kind of low, it's just low level, that's the only thing. Maybe I need to do just a bit of grinding. I don't know. You know what? Let's try it one more time. I'm gonna see if we can get in there quickly and try it with our current... You know, I see the benefits of Mr. Mud, I think, because... I don't think Earthquake, right, since he's a ground Pokemon, I think that's gonna help us. He's got, you know, Surf that can hit both Pokemon at the same time, and it's going to be really good against that, forget the name, but that tanky one at the beginning. Sableye, I do believe. Sableye, you just were getting outsped, and you couldn't do much. Let me see some. Great noise there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try it with a different group at the beginning and see how that goes. I'm gonna put Dancer and Mr. Mud in, I think, at the top. Because Earthquake won't hit Dancer, and I don't know what it'll do to Mr. Mud, but I don't know if it doesn't hit at all, or if it's just gonna be not that effective, but... Right. Here we go. Oops. There you go. Okay, and then from here we should be able to doop, boop, de doop, do that. Good to go through here now. Oh, that's right, the green, there is a green one at the very end of that spot. It's at the end of that hall. Go back. Go back, go back. Make it stop. This is the one we want. You gotta hit this one. Forgot about that. Now we're ready to go through. I'll save again right in front of the boss. Wait, what are you doing? Don't screw this up. There you go. Alright, let's save. Look at the little heart. Well, get down, save screen. There's this like heart back behind them. It's probably got some like, you know, bad monogramming or something done to it. Alright, here we go.
Never do a Slim Jim. Get a little excitement.
I do. A little perk up. Not a croak up.
I think that tofu saved my life.
If I could reach the stars.
Hello. Alright. Saved, right? Here we go. One more time. It's cool how the starters do that glowing thing. I think all three of them do, although I think we're still missing one of our final versions. Alright, we're gonna surf ya. Actually, you should both do surf. Don't call mine me. Call mine yourself. Hey, can you call mind me?
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia.
Alright, so yeah, it didn't do a heck of a lot of damage to Mr. Mud. How about another surf? Oh, they're gonna use a potion on Clay Doll, I'm sure. Yeah. That's for... like fire moves? Is that right? Is that what Sunny Day does? Increases them? Damn. Oh, I guess it might have decreased, like, the power of water attacks as well? I'm curious. I don't know. Alright, keep at it, lads. Well, lad and lass. Mons. Here we go. You know what? Keep on surfing. Ooh.
What the fuck? Oh my god!
Wow. Dancer hanging on by a thread. Please kill Claydol. One more. Jeez. Oh. Take that. I just wanted to punch, do a little half-assed little punch, and I'm sorry, microphone. I just punched my microphone, guys. I'm very excited. That's one Pokemon down, another one limping around. The sad sight. Make it stop. Mr. Mud's a terrible time to learn a move right now. Muddy Water, okay? I don't know this Muddy Water move. Tell me more. Attacks with Muddy Water may lower accuracy. It's very powerful, it seems, but it's got a low accuracy, so... I don't really use Foresight much. Another water move. It's not as good as Surf. I mean, it lowers accuracy, but I don't know. I think it's... That's kind of bunk. Let's get rid of it. I apologize. We've worked it out. The Mike and I know you're only hearing my side of it, but that's been our relationship since the beginning, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna ditch Muddy Water, I think. I don't know. Could always learn it later. I don't want to muddy the waters. Mr. Mud's like, "Aw, I wanted some muddy water to play in. What the hell?" Okay, Soul Rock coming out. Is it Psychic and Fire or something? Just fire, but with some cool moves. Alright. We gotta do some healing. Kinda worried. Guess I could use a full restore, but I'm gonna save those. Maybe a limonada? Hopefully that's gonna save somebody. I don't know. We might... Maybe I just need to be taking turns, but... Glad I didn't actually damage this mic, but yeah, that's a... I try not to throw punches at my sensitive electronics, but... Damn. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. The sun's out, too. Sun's out, guns out. I shouldn't have said it. I'll take it back. You know what? Let's try Sriracha for a second. Maybe I can get a fire attack in on Xatu, now that the sunlight's strong. Wait, what? Don't go there. Ah. It's not gonna survive, I don't think. No. Dang. Sriracha. All right, Lucy. Ooh. I guess against ground? Epic battle. That was a crit, and that's all we got. This is a bad turn here, but I just don't think he's gonna get. They're going first on everything, so yeah. That's right. Okay, not gonna do much at all, but oh well. Ah, bye, Mr. Mud. We tried. Okay. Alright. I might try to get Mr. Mud revived. I don't know. It could be worth... They might be our best shot at this point. So, I don't know. I know that they're they have that weakness to Soul Rock, but yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was a big... yeah. It did a big old chunk of damage. Yeah. All right. They're both crazy powerful. Normal isn't going to be doing much here, of course, but see if we can get a yawn in. That should be useful. Yeah, now that I've seen Soul Rock, I could see where Pine Saw could come in. Yeah. No, get out of here with your citrus berry. Yeah. Yeah, the psychic would do a lot of damage, I guess, but so it comes down to, you know, that is one thing. I could see it getting one hit killed, but that's not the only move they're using, so, you know, there's a chance that it would fare better, I think, than some of these a couple of these others that we're trying to put in at the end of a battle, you know. Sorry, Lucy. You're on your own. I didn't want to start doing all the revives and stuff. Pine Saw, let's see. Oh, let's restart. Whoopsie. Or do anything up? Restart, yes.
My God!
All right. So I've tried so far to pretty much do as little prep as possible. Just rotate some folks in. A little bit of grinding wouldn't be the worst thing. Yeah. I thought that Psychic was super effective against grass, but yeah, maybe I'm just making that up. I don't know all the type. They still elude me. All the type matchups. Don't move items, move Pokemon. Pinesaw, you want to come hang out? I think you would stand a better chance than Magnemite at this point. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. Yeah. Well, all the grass one I use, it always seems to get knocked out by psychic moves. Vigoroth, I love ya. Wish you were a little bit higher level right now. Swampert, you did really well in the beginning. And then we met Solrock. I still think that's a decent starter group right there, those two. Alright, let's try it with Pinesaw. Before we do that, let's take a look at our bag, and rather see the Pokemon and kind of see if there's anything... Shoot, let's go to... see if we got any kind of like... I don't know, anything we can equip that's going to help us out here. Okay, so then raises power of ground type moves. Yeah, it's funny how often it's paired up with you know, poison type and others. Guess poison type being the main pair. Alright. We got water, we got lemonade. Okay, well, nothing in there is going to really help us. Alright, let's try it again like this. We'll try another battle or two, and then after that, it's yeah, Plan C. Try to Plan C. Try to do a little bit of leveling up, just a bit of grinding. Just a bit of grinding. I like the decor in this in this gym. Oh yeah, we gotta... That's right, alright. Oh yeah, just hit it there. One more. One more again. There you go. Yeah, well, we don't even... I don't think we have a Scyther. So... I don't think, and I don't think, like, it'd be just a matter of catching it and then walking in and, you know, or, you know, we gotta do the evolution. I don't think it would have, like, the best move set to start with, so... I don't think it would be battle ready just catching one. But yeah, I think it's a... I think it, yeah, could be what makes the difference. Could be worth the time. Save one more again. There we go. Let's give this another shot or two. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of streams this week, so I won't go super long tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Hello. Let's talk to you this time. They're twins. They can read each other's thoughts and finish each other's sentences. Dun, 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 dun. All right, one more try. Special attack up. Stay alive, Mr. Mud. Good thing that an earthquake doesn't hit Zatu, you know. Smart pairing there, so as to not have one of your Pokemon make the other faint. They may not use, I wonder if they'll use potions here because, oops. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Still get a potion on Claydol. And Zatu. Okay, get your potions out of the way. Alright. I was thinking that was a great first couple turns, so... Oh, come on. Now you're getting stingy with the damage. Two whole chickens. Dang, man. I hope you're cooking them at least. Stay alive, dancer. Well, you know, yeah, at 6 feet tall, of course, you need some calories to keep that whole thing trucking. You got a big mech suit to, you know, a tall one. All right. A little bit worried. I wanted to keep Dancer in longer than that. Damn it. Way to hang in there, Lucy. Hang in there for the express purpose of maybe using an item. Yeah, I want to pull, well, right now, Pine Saw, yeah, I don't think that, I think they'd be, I think that they're best against this next enemy that's coming out, Soul Rock. But yeah. No Muddy Water. I do want to stop learning Muddy Water. Please. They will see the field. I'm going to let Lucy expire here. Thank you, Lucy, for your sacrifice. For that, I'm going to think about either reviving... I might get Dancer in. I don't necessarily want to use a max revive. Although, I don't know. I don't know if you get to a point where you can buy the max revives. I've never played this before, so... alright. What can we do? Should I bring some... I'll try to heal Mr. Mud is going to be like one move away from sudden death here. But I just want to see what I can do to... Lucy's not getting much of a move in, I don't think, so... Maybe Dancer can help us later. Alright. Mr. Mud. You're gonna get hit. Damn it. I thought about giving Mr. Mud a treat. But I figured even so, they would probably, it's a one-hit KO with Psychic, it seems. I mean, I could try Detect as well with the, could sometimes, like, I guess against whatever this, you know, the big solar beam that Soul Rock's about to use. Although we're, you know, I could easily get Psychics. Alright, Feint Attack on Xatu. Let's try that. And, I'm gonna try a Mega Drain, assuming that he might take some damage this turn, so let's see what we can do. One hit KO. Damn! That was quick. Solar Beam right there on Sriracha. Alright, well, that was a good person to absorb it. This might just be crazy enough to work. Nightshade would finish it off, I think. Yeah, right. I think if under different circumstances, I think you know, it's not the one taking the Psychic there, and it's can get a good shot in on Soul Rock. So I see it. Yeah. I see where it could still come in. In no time to do stuff like bulk up, I suppose. Let's try to finish Xatu here. There you go. Hyper Potion of Quartz. Should do extra damage with Sunlight being strong, huh? Or is that just for grass? At this point, it's like I could have bulked up. Alright, how about another flamethrower? Finish this one off. Oh, damn it. Goodbye, Sriracha. See you later. Maybe we're lucky and we can get a surf off here. Solar Beam looks cool. I like the little particles it shows. A little bit of particle, a little bit of a wave. I don't know that we're surviving 2 turns, so I don't know how useful Yawn would be. He usually is out. Damn. Sorry, Dancer. I want another turn with even just this current setup. There were a couple of turns I'd like back. Yeah, I'd like maybe another try with this current team that we have. That's gonna be it for Whacked Out. We whited out. Quick restart before I do anything else. Hey, thank you guys for hanging. Happy Sunday. I like this game. It's fun. I like, you know, I don't know. It's fun. I like doing the boss fights. Honestly, it's nice to get through them, you know, first try. But there's a level of expectation, especially if I'm not doing grinding and if I don't even, you know, it's first time through a game, I don't really know what's up ahead. And some of these Pokemon, I don't know their typings. So there's a level of, yeah, we got a pure grass. Pine Saw. There's a level of, yeah, just, I don't know, it's fun to kind of see what little I can change and, you know, potentially get beyond the fight. Like that's always sort of a fun, you know. There's a threshold move where a team with the right amount of luck, potentially maybe you're relying on too much of that, or, you know, or that comes into play bigger sometimes than others. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging. Neck and shoulders are sore. I haven't gotten a run in a few weeks, but I don't know what I did. I was looking it up. I believe it's the TCL. I did something to stress that. Strain it. What have you. But I did, last week I did like walk the distance that I'd usually run. And, you know, it was funny because like I'm always in denial about it, but it's like, you know, a good brisk walk. That's a great work. That is a great workout. And you can do that thing every day. It's got to be one of the easiest ways to get a workout in. It, you know, like under certain circumstances where that's a thing you can do. You can get out and walk around, you know. Though with that being said, yeah, get a brisk walk in. Or I should say a walk at a brisk pace. A nice long walk.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia.
You know, it's not going to be as good a workout as the jog that I did, but I got the benefits out of it. I felt stretched out. I felt, you know, woken up. And there's a benefit of not stressing my, you know, not putting more wear and tear on the body, which running definitely does. And as I get a little bit older, I get a little more of that wear and tear, and I'm out for longer periods of time. All right, one more time. I like the matchup that they give us here. There are some, I'll just say this, there are some interesting counters that this team has considered. The pairs of Pokemon have some interesting complements as well. You know, because let's say you bring out an electric Pokemon right now. Well, you got to deal with Earthquake, so you would want one that, you know, is levitating or whatever, but, you know. We'll go, Honestly, Surf is pretty good. This early one. Yeah. Yeah, it's a... Yeah, it's pretty low, right, it's really easy on the joints. Yeah, doing the, sort of, you know, water, yeah, walking in water. Yeah, that's, I know that helped my grandparents as well. They had to go to, at a couple different times. They were doing some level of, like, you know, rehab after a fall, and, you know, doing some pool exercises was part of it, and they seemed to really like that. Okay, now, I'm sorry, I don't know if I didn't know this before, but has our EXP bar, I don't know, what is going on here? Our HP bar, like, didn't load in. Was it like that before? I know that it's like, yeah, it's a lot of information to put on the screen, slamming it all together with a double battle, but... Stay alive. Well, Mr. Mud, here you go. Sorry, Mr. Mud. Yeah, in a couple weeks I will, Palpuck. I'll be able to, I think I'll be closer to one. Yeah, get in the pool. Yeah, I haven't been to one since I was a kid, but I've had friends who, you know, would work out there, had memberships and would work out there and stuff. All right, well. Yay. Pine Sol didn't take a psychic right off the bat. Oh, but he's about to take an earthquake. They'll survive that, hopefully. Still does a lot of damage. This is a rough go of it, with it taking that much to get Claydol down, but... that's okay. I might swap someone else in, and, oh, we're seeing Lunatone. Rock, I think, Rock and Psychic? Do we just stay on the offensive here? Like... maybe swap out to have... to get them healed up, potentially, just because they... I think there are, our health. Yeah, Palpuck, I was noticing that. It's funny, isn't it? It's something happened and they're not loading in. They were previously when we did this battle. Also, Dancer is not, I don't know. Well, that's because we're picking a move for Pine Saw. I was going to say the box moving, but yeah, no, that's just a double battle thing, telling us who we're selecting for. Sorry, Dancer. Got a little bit of HP back for that. Pine Saw is still one psychic away from KO, though. I don't really know what's the best course of action here. I think it's Rock and Psychic is Lunatone. Are they both the same? Like Lunatone and I don't know what their move typings are. Also, sadly, I'm dancing. I've got to go to the restroom sometime soon. Goodbye, Sriracha. Maybe I can get a yawn in if we're lucky. Goodbye, whacked out. Staying in there. Yes! Okay. Still have Soul Rock to deal with. And of course, Zatu isn't going anywhere till we start on it as well. This is when being able to use the rock throw would help. Maybe Pupitar could help us with this section here. Damn. Please survive, Pine Saw. Dang. Okay. Thanks for hanging, guys. I got lost in thought there for a second. Alright, take it in, Sunlight. Can we survive? It's strange that those health bars didn't load in. That's funny. I guess I could even try a yawn on the other one, but like what the hell? Maybe you get it in. Probably you don't. Did Lucy just come in? Yeah. First turn for them. I could try detect. It might save Lucy from getting hit this turn, but then again, then we just wasted. I don't know. Let's try it. Ah! Oops. Funny. It's like, oh, now you have a Pokemon that's been revived. Which one do you want to bring in? You know, the one you just brought back from having fainted, or oh yeah, that's the only option. Oh my God! All right. Leaf Blade does the most, but we also need HP this turn. If Pine Saw takes any hit, though, they're going down, I guess. Chances are. Psychic has killed it before. Alright, well, go for your toughest one then. Go. I guess you could give. Lucy, do something, please. Yeah. feint attack sometimes makes them flinch, but it's not going to go first, so... Zatu's just like sharpening that saw. Alright. Sharpening the knife that they're going to stick in us. No berries. Quit cheating. Go, Lucy. Go, Lucy. Go. Sunny day once again. I don't... This is just... It's probably already reset territory, or, you know, has been for a bit. I guess I could... I don't know, I don't want to use a max revive. Save that for later. You know what? Let's... If this were an anime, then, you know, he'd be reaching into his bag for the max revive right now, so... What the hell? Let's give it... We have nothing to lose. We're probably going to be resetting anyway, so... Sawtooth's special attack is... Gotta be hitting the ceiling, right? Oh, and a burn that's going to take it out this turn. No, well, not quite. Get in there, Pine Saw. Do your worst. You know what? Try something. Do your Nightshade. Darn it. Bone, you need to be quiet. We are, turning off notifications. Goodbye, Lucy. Sorry I missed that. Alright, well... Our team isn't quite there. I think a Caesar could be... Caesar could be a part of our winning strategy. I think there's a couple ways to go about this. I do think with a few levels, I think that we could be ready with this current team. But a shuffle would help, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the full heal would help with any status, right? But full restore is like HP. Excuse me. All right. Guys, I'm going to get another break in, and then I can keep playing for about another 30 minutes, maybe just a little bit longer. So I'll make it a quick break. I'll come back, and we'll see what we can do for this gym, okay? BRB, guys. See you soon.
I don't know why I did the things I did.
Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Good to see you guys. Man, if I could turn back time, I would start training different Pokemon a little bit earlier to have helped us at this moment. But hey, here we are. Welcome, guys. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. I'm going to stream for maybe, I got about another 30 minutes, maybe just a little bit more. And then I'm going to get out of here. Let's see what we can do in the meantime, though. Can we beat these gym leaders? I'm tired. I'm going to be streaming a bunch this week. Yeah, I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. At least try to. And then gonna be out for a couple weeks, so let's try to get it in while we can. Thank you guys for hanging. Let's get over to the game, shall we?
Cool. He was cool. Nice fella.
All right. Let there be game. Fly on, fly on, legendary Pokemon. Fly on. Okay, there we go. All right, so I wonder if we'll have health bars in our next attempt. Whacked out, managed to get a yawn in, but you know, that's just every now and then a Pokemon is going to get a turn in because these guys, especially, excuse me, I'm all burpy. My gosh. All right, I'm gonna have to start over. No, no, there's a, you know, they use a couple of buff moves like just over and over again. So we were able to get in a couple of turns with some of these bums here. I do think with a little more luck, we could beat it with what we have right now, but in fact, I'm gonna give it enough. Hey, here we go. One more. Rush in.
Watch out!
Dun, 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 dun. I like to be hard-headed. Sir. You know, I could also try stuff like Supersonic. It's just all these Pokemon are kind of like one, you know, a one-hit KO away. Hang in there, Mr. Mud. Xatu became a problem with all those calm mines that they used. It was very difficult to take them down after that. Especially with anything that was, you know, special attack focused. So we're gonna get some probably potions on both Pokemon, but let's try another serve. Mr. Mud would get killed by a Psychic, I think. A single Psychic. So I'm not going to heal him. No item for Claydol. Goodbye, Dancer, Dancer, Dancer. Come on. Kill Xatu. Ah, you know it's gonna they're gonna use the hyper potion here. All right. Well, let's see. Damn. Why did we... Ah, damn, I just missed... Yeah, I just misplaced that one. Selected the wrong Mon. That's a waste of a turn. Curious what I could get away with. Ah, yeah, this is tough. That's probably going to be the last turn for Pine Saw. Damn. Yeah, this one's going downhill quick. Fake Out wouldn't be enough to take out Claydol, I don't believe, because, you know, it's not going to be very effective. But Nightshade would be. Really be good to get Claydol off the board. Sriracha can't get a hit in. Wonder what else Xatu has. Kind of curious about that. Yeah, I was thinking I was Ash. Like, I was thinking, you know, I mean, you know, Whacked Out is like way below everybody, but yeah, the rest of the, if you want to see, you might have been watching for a bit, but yeah, oh shit, we can't see their levels now. They're all dead. But yeah, Whacked Out is our lowest level Mon, but still, the others, I think our highest is at 40, and that's just one. I think a couple levels would really do us some good. Can you take down a Claydol? This one went badly. This was a bad attempt. That's okay. Man, one of those early ones we were having... I was able to use Surf a couple times, and... But yeah, I think I was able to get those first two out of the way without too much trouble, but... Xatu lingers. I got a way of doing that. I'm curious what other moves they have. I wonder what they would have to counter. You know, to counter other types. Alright, so... Yeah, I mean... Some of these Pokemon, I do think that they're standing a better chance. Pine Saw is like, as good as they are for this battle, they're getting outsped, which may be kind of a regular thing for all I know, but I think a few more levels on Pine Saw would really do it. I'm curious, go on the Dex real quick. Caesar would be, I guess, in the 200s, huh? Since it's didn't come around until Gen 2. Well, Caesar, we gotta, right. First I'd be looking for, rather, Caesar, shit. I forget the name, I'm getting them all mixed. Scyther is the first one, yeah, and that would be in Gen 1, Caesar would be in Gen 2, but we're gonna be working up from a Scyther. Alright. Took a second. Where are you, Scyther? Yeah. Well, let's go see what we can find. I worry that since these guys are at level 41, I don't know. I don't necessarily want a Caesar on the team, like, long term, so... I guess they could be good with Feint Attack, or whatever it is that, it's the Pokemon down to 1 HP. Maybe that's why, you know, the reason it would be, one of a couple of reasons why it'd be on the team, now that I think of it. All right, where was that? That was just... It's about here. It was in the Safari Zone. Did we see a Scyther? We might have. I wrote down a couple mons we didn't catch. Oops. What's happening? What is my computer doing? Just trying to see me notes. As far as on leftovers, no, I don't even think we saw it while we were there. That's funny. Yeah, I wrote down Mr. Mime, Tauros, and Wobbuffet. But yeah. Well, yeah, but it's it could have been on a CPU's team. Anton was mentioning that part of how he would get Pokemon in, you know, get them in their like area in the decks was that you'd maybe we did see one. I just forgot to write it down. But yeah, I know that at the very least there is the possibility with some of these that we fought against someone, because I think you had to sprinkle in some of these Pokemon into trainer battles so that you would get it into your decks and could then find them in the, you know, at least look them up in the game and do the area. But yeah, well, let's go back. Although it's just that here's the thing. I don't know. I don't really like this strategy much because I think that they're not going to be close to level 40. But I haven't seen a I haven't caught a Scyther, so either way, it'd be kind of cool to get one. But let me run through the... We haven't been to the Safari Zone in a bit as it is, so let's just take another run through that. We're gonna be playing all this week. Why not? Do itchy eyes, itchy eyes. Do do do. I restarted after we lost, didn't I? Pretty sure. I haven't done anything, so it wouldn't matter. I'm doing it for my own peace of mind.
Watch out!
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fly on over to the Safari Zone and see what's up. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Fly me away. Come fly with me. And my Wingull today. Pelipper. Something like that. Alright, just run, little guy. Don't worry about your bike. Running is fast enough. Man, I'm not taking every opportunity I can to grow berries? What the hell am I thinking? Oh. Thank you. All good to know. Oh, we don't have any Poke Blocks right now. Huh. Might have gotten rid of them all. Actually, I don't know. I think I made a few. Let's see what's up. Off you go into your wild excursion. What can we do? I'm running around. Do we have? Let's go deeper. Oh, I think we got a new rod since then as well. We have the super rod now. That's not going to help us catch a Scyther, I suppose, but you'd still see it being useful. For now, I do want to have this bike on the ready. I can do this part. Come on, jump. There you go. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Yeah, we don't... Right, exactly. Yeah. We don't get any, we just get, you know, Safari Zone as a general place, so yeah. Some of these I was finding in multiple places, so, you know, I know that some are specific, yeah, and I'm curious. Could be something to look up to after a bit, but I think, hey, what's up, Our Family Game? Welcome. Happy Sunday.
What's up?
The little fan bee, it's tiny. You know, I shouldn't be able to, I shouldn't stick around for too much longer. Let's do this run here in the Safari Zone, and I may have to call it, and we'll have to save our fight for tomorrow. Save our gym fight. Let's see. Not making any sense. I'm tired of running into fanpies. What a silly name. What a foppish name.
Do the Mario.
Zatu, the bane of my existence. Doesn't use a step if you just look around. I had fun with Jurassic Park. We played this on Friday. This was a gift from Rotes. I got it for Christmas. Yeah, thanks again, man. I enjoyed this game. It's you know, the game, to say it has its problems, is, you know, possibly understating it, but it is still fun, and at the very least, one of the characters you can play as is a raptor, and that's pretty sweet. I gotta admit, I enjoyed the raptor. I enjoyed the raptor run. As janky as it is, I would like to give it another try and play it a couple more times. We'll work that in at some point. Stuff like that's easier to get done, you know, than... We got Wind Waker running for a little bit, but it's just a lot of setup, and with me moving soon, I think it's best to put that one on hold until I can dedicate some time to it. Yeah. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah. We may have spotted it in here. You know, I know, of course, we've seen it somewhere in the game. I think I remember seeing it towards the, maybe at the end of one of the, that day that we were just dedicating runs to the Safari Zone. Guess it couldn't hurt to explore elsewhere. You know, if I saw it too, we'd really want some Pokeblocks, I suppose, that rushed in here, really. Didn't think about that until we were already in the door. And, well, you know, we hadn't purchased our ticket just yet, but I was like, okay, let's... I'm not going back. We made it this far. And be damn you. There, it was you know what? I think there was something. Well, let's take a look at it. I know that there was something. There was an NPC who would take a look at my team and tell me who likes particular Pokeblocks. Sadly, we used the only one that we had. I guess, but it tells you the flavors and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I found a person that would tell us what flavors. Yeah, would be pleasing to our Pokemon. Yeah, I know that on the Pokeblock, I think it just tells you, like, you know, who... You know, what flavors it is. Let's go to the decks. I'm getting tired, guys. Sorry. I might have to quit soon. It was a long week, and didn't get a whole lot of sleep this weekend. Turn me for someone. I think we get more info. Well, you just get the type of moves that they have, like cute, cool, that stuff when they're in your party. But you know, you're just looking at your party Pokemon. But yeah, it doesn't look like we get anything here. I love that you get a sound. You get the sound wave. Size compared to PARV. That's about 1/3 of a PARV, I'd say. He's popping wheelies. Alright, Anton, if you're watching this one, don't tell me the answer of what Pokemon's gonna solve our mystery, okay? We'll figure that one out. I'm gonna be stubborn and try probably a little bit of leveling up tomorrow, and I think we'd have a better chance, but yeah. I'll see what I can do to get this one done. Thank you guys for hanging. Oddish everywhere. So many Oddish.
No way!
Every now and then a Natu or a Zatu to break up the monotony. Run away, kid. I like the gloom. It's a fun sprite. Ding dong, time's up. All right, guys, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's be as stubborn as we possibly can and try to get one more attempt in. I'm gonna do that. Give me 1 second. Oh man, I never sent the links on today's stream. Whoopsie. Oh, sorry to Parvination out there. Forgot to do that. Forgot to send it on Discord. Only just now saw. All right, cool. Sorry, let me gather my myself. We can honestly just restart. We didn't get anything out of that time in there, so I think I'm just going to reset. And I say we get one more shot against this gym. Might as well. I think we could do it quickly. She'll KO us. They'll KO us fast enough. Alright. You know what? Actually, I wanna make one sub, I think. Jan has been kind of helpful. Who would I get rid of, though? Sriracha really hasn't done much. Whacked out. Jan is effective, but it's hard to get in. I was thinking about pulling Pupitar in for that. Maybe possibly for like the second half of the fight. If we make it there. I must have moved it, oh, there it is. Bite could be good too. Bite's something I need to think about. Hound Hour. That'd be a big level up commitment. Alright, let's do this. One more shot at it, and then I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. I do think, you know, all these reattempts and stuff probably, I think a little bit of grinding is maybe going to be what gets it for us. A little bit of grinding, a whole lot of luck. Go down here, switch the green. I think some grinding will reduce the amount of luck we need. Alright. Excuse me. And here we'll move the red. And now... Oh yeah, I gotta step on this again. Oh, whoops, what am I doing? Thank you. Home free. Okay. Here's one more hard-headed try. Tomorrow we'll work on some grinding. Come on, guys.
For two, no good.
Claydol and Zatu. Mr. Mud, hang in there, Mr. Mud. Zatu already strong with that. Yeah, it's really resistant, and it raises its special attack and special defense. I'm hoping that's where something like the... It's not... Is it Rock Throw that we have on Pupitar, like if they can get it off, then I don't know that they will be able to, but it would make a difference. Dancer. Yeah, it just sucks because I think Dancer is close to resisting that, but if they can't survive the psychic attack, you know, then it's an uphill battle. Alright. Guess Pinesaw could go ahead and get in. Give me your best shot here, Pinesaw. Make sure we hit the right folks. I don't think a single leaf blade would kill Claydol. And I'm worried I might need to do some healing, so I'm going to try a Mega Drain. That happens every time. Yeah, that's gonna take Pinesaw out. I think I've been in that same situation a few times. Damn. Pinesaw's a couple levels behind the others too, so man, it's got an uphill battle. Darn it. Okay. Alright, here we go. Maybe hang in there, Lucy. I'm tempted to have Lucy do detect, and you know, but maybe they just need to be getting Eliminate over to Mr. Mud in hopes that they can survive. I'm gonna get another Surf in. Damn you, Claydol. Let's see. So you're going to use a super potion on Xatu, probably. They used one on Claydol, and I was like, damn, didn't they already do that? Or Hyper, whatever. Damn. I think Psychic is a one-hit kill on Mr. Mud right now. Goodbye, guys. Yeah, it's not Claydol I want to try that against. Gojira 2 here. I want to try them against Lunatone. I don't know if they have Earthquake or anything, man. No, I haven't, Riku. I hear good things about those games. I've only ever played the first Castlevania. And I want to get around to a bunch of other, you know. I haven't even gotten to the, you know... I haven't, of course, played any of the ones that are, you know, had the whole, well, for lack of a better term, Metroidvania style. It's gonna be it for Sriracha. Darn it. I think a few levels on these would make such a big difference. I think that might be our answer. In addition to that, there's a couple of it's just the other Pokemon we're looking at. We really got to get them up a bunch of levels, you know. Yeah, I really want to play that one, Riku. Yeah, and I know the like, you know, I know the big sort of gameplay thing that happens, and that's sweet. I'm gonna be looking for that as I first play through it, or just imagining how that's gonna play out. Yeah, yeah. I really want to try some of the other ones. I want to try. You know, I really like to. Since I really do like that first Castlevania game, so because of that, I'm also interested in stuff like Super Castlevania and some of the other ones that are more like running and gunning. But yeah, I definitely want to give the ones that are Metroidvania style a shot. Alright guys, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna wrap it up for the sake of time. I think we could get this done with this team. But when you're up against some level 41s, we don't have anybody at that level, and then we've got a few that are just too low level to get anything in. Pinesaw, like, I think a level 37 Pinesaw would probably survive some of the stuff that's killing it right now, you know? I think the same could go for, like, Mr. Mud Mr. Mud is great in these battles. Can they survive one more hit? You know, that would make the difference. So I see some options for us. Everything else is going to have to be raised from like really, you know, low level, sadly. So I think that this is probably our best bet. It's just getting these folks a couple more levels underneath them. Feels doable. There we go, quick one. Tiger Gamecom versus the PlayStation 1 version. I'm not familiar with the Tiger Gamecom version. Yeah, I could do some of that, Ash. Yeah. Well, you know, I may not have the time tomorrow. We'll see. I spent today being stubborn and trying to, you know... Yeah, trying to... just, you know, brute force it, kinda. Claydol, go away. Ah! Dang. I forgot to... Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, the game... Right. I just want to call it the game.com. That's funny. 5th generation handheld game console developed and released. Yeah, I totally remember this one. That's funny. Never played it. I think some store had a hold on, sorry. Never mind. My computer's flipping out. Ugh. Well, it's not. I just can't see what I'm doing. I'm flying blind. Where's my toolbars? I don't understand. All right. No Tiger Gamecom, guys. Sorry. I think I can use this, but we're still a psychic away from going down. There it is right there. You know, another couple levels and the surf would be, I think 2 surfs would have Claydol out. So that feels good to realize. Couple levels. See how close we've been getting? Like we've had them way down in HP a few times. I think we're close to breaking through on this. Yeah, I never, you know, I think I've played the game com for like I said, you know, I got like 2 seconds down at a demo version of it, I believe, but no muddy water. Soul Rock rolling around. Couple turns of surf would take out Soul Rock, I believe. At this point, Mr. Mud is probably going to go down. But I think Psychic had been a one-hit kill at some time, so yeah. I could use that right now, Pal Buck. Simon and Garfunkel, where are you? It's taking in sunlight. Just can't finish them off. Zatu, I hate ya.
Grabs the rebound.
Soul Rock is dead. Fainted. That's good. Lunatone, here we go. Nice to have the HP bars. A nice little visual reminder. Funny how it you know, that didn't show up that time, you know, and it gave us the HP and number, you know, in fraction form, but fraction. All right, let's see. Pine-Saw was getting one hit killed by Psychic, so damn. Healing wouldn't have helped. Gojira, please. Do something to damage Zatu. You know what? I feel better about this fight. We're not gonna win this one, I don't believe, but yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, I said fractions and I just had to laugh because it's like, well, you know, we didn't reduce those fractions, but you know, we got Bite as well, but Rock Slide against Zatu, it would do a little bit of damage against Lunatone, but. You're not gonna get a turn. Okay. That changes the calculus here. I don't have any other Pokemon, right? We still have Sriracha, who's going to get one. They typically have been one hit killed, so This is looking good. I mean, you don't have anything that can hurt both of us at the same time, I don't think. So let's see what we can do here. This is Lucy's first turn out, right? Figured that was gonna happen. With the crit. Lucy's trying her best. We might just screw around and do this. Yeah, this is looking good. Lucy. There it is. The suspense and the suspense, both of them. That's it. We did it. Wow. Player defeated leader Tate and Liza. What? Our combination was shattered. It can't be helped. You've won. So in recognition, take this. 8,400 Pokebucks. Hey, we did it. Or received the Mind Badge. Tate and Liza or Lisa? The world will never know. The Mind Badge enhances the special attack and special defense of Pokemon. It also lets you use the HM move Dive outside of battle. You should also take this too. Oh, so okay, we don't have Dive yet, but we can use it once we find it, I guess. Calm Mind. It raises special attack and it raises special defense. It's a move that's perfect for psychic Pokemon. Finishing each other's sentences. Thanks, guys. We got it done. Hey, look at that.
Get over here!
All right, badge number 7. Come on, let's get to some celebratory sounds. I'm glad, you know, I found myself just going straight into that last attempt. I'd even said we weren't going to do anymore. Not that that's ever stopped me before, but
Give me a hell yeah!
stopped us. Collective. I'm gonna save. Actually, let's just go to that screen. I need to save. I need to get this recorded for my own peace of mind. I'm watching it be saved right now. Yeah, Calm Mind would be cool. Looks like the bond between you and your Pokemon is far stronger than the bond we share even as twins. Safety save? Alright, we did it. Oh, I think I found that one. We were talking stock sounds earlier. I learned that one from Diddy Kong Racing especially, because you'd hear it every time you'd fire that card up. Alright.
Congratulations!
We did it. We got badge number 7, guys. I'm glad we, Hey, sometimes it's good to just sneak in one more attempt. What's funny is, during that, I had already made total acceptance with the... We were going to need to play this tomorrow and then try it again. And like, man, we're only a couple of levels away, guys. We got this. Wait a minute. Soul Rock is down. Okay. It's getting interesting. All right, guys, we are psyched out. That's going to be it for tonight. The gym leaders are done for. Well, there's still one more out there, but those twins are done for. Yeah, right, Palpug. I wonder if they... Yeah, I wonder... Yeah, what's the difference? Did they change Amnesia? They not like the name? All right, give me a second, guys. Yeah, I wonder if Amnesia still is out there. I forget. Who's streaming right now? Guys, I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to be back Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. So I'm getting a bunch of streams in because I'm going to be moving soon and I'm going to have to take a couple weeks off. at least a week and a half, I think, you know, to get settled. Rotes is still on right now, so we're going to do a raid over into his room. Let's do that. All right, guys. I think he's going to be finishing up Resident Evil RE9. Let's look at the schedule. I got to pause this game. I love hearing the triumphant, you know, music that's playing in a gym, but it's all too much right now. Apparently, I can't pause the game. There we go. Cool. I'm not going crazy. All right. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Let's do this again Tuesday, Wednesday, rather Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then there's going to be that big break. At some point, we'll get some time in for Jurassic Park. That's all set up. We're ready to do that. So, you know, that'll be kind of an easy one to squeeze in at some point. I think maybe we'll get a little play in on that this week, but yeah. That's right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you got the special, the split or whatever that happens later. Okay. That's right. Yeah. Man, I love early Pokemon, but yeah, it's funny. I've heard people say that the game's code was basically held up by duct tape, but you know what? We still had a heck of a lot of fun, and they're still fun to play these days. But yeah, always room for improvement, right? All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Let's do a very quick collage, and then I'm going to get you over to Rotes in just a couple of minutes, all right? Adios, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. If you're over on YouTube, would you please hit the like button? And if you haven't done so already, subscribe so we can hang out, play some retro games in the near future. Thanks, guys. All right. Thank you for the support, for hanging out, the lurks, the talking, the chatting, all that good stuff. I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday night. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Adios. Thanks for hanging.
That's what I'm talking about.
In Japan, they call it ninja.
It's almost over.
I can't leave Slippy hanging.
Ah, someone wants to play. Goodbye.